leaf. And the leaf will catch fire. But one thing about that leaf, it burn up. I've seen houses that were on fire. And they burn up. I've even watched TV. And I've seen people catch on fire. Burn up. But I have never seen a tree catch on fire.
All right.
And not burn up.
All right, say that.
Yeah. But today's lesson is about a bush that caught on fire, didn't burn up,
all right,
in the desert. A lot of people have desert experiences.
All right.
Desert is a dry place. It's a wilderness, place of barrenness. It's not a lot of vegetation that grows in the desert. It's a dry place. People don't go on vacation to the Sahara Desert. Brothers, don't take your new wife on a honeymoon. In the desert. But what we're going to learn in this text today about the desert. There's some today who I know it, you look like it's all right, but you're living a life in the desert. And you need a few things. You need God to show up. You need God to speak to you. You need God to change your destiny and where you are. And this text today, as we look at this bush that caught on fire but wouldn't burn up, it caught on fire in the desert. We're going to see how God showed up. Regardless of your circumstance or your situation. God can show up. Yes, sir. We see here today that the key character in the passage is Moses. Many of us have heard about Moses. Some of us grew up in Sunday school learning about Moses. Some of us learned our first Bible stories about Moses and how Moses, bless his bones, Moses had a rough beginning. In fact, it was intended that he be dead. You know the story goes how Pharaoh wanted to kill all the babies. And Moses' mother had them. And all the Pharaoh, he said, kill all the male boys, all the male children. And something happened, somehow God touched those women. And the midwives, they said, no, we're going to disobey Pharaoh today. And Pharaoh came back and said, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all, Hebrew? What y'all not killing these boys? So I hear them hollering. They said, these Hebrew women are bad. I think you know what I'm talking about.
All right. It's all right. Yes, sir.
They just say amen. Say amen. Moses' mother, certain age, certain time, put him in a basket, an ark, and sailed him down the river. And at the right time, Moses cried, and one of Pharaoh's daughters heard him cry, rescued him from the river, raised him up in the Pharaoh's house. And Moses got a little sense and realized who he was. As an adult man, and saw one of Pharaoh's taskmasters, whipping and beating on the Hebrew children. And Moses got angry, and Moses told him.
All right.
Moses flopped him. That's what it is. That's when he hit him. He literally clocked him so hard. I'm sorry. He hit him so hard. Till it killed him. You know Moses was pretty bad. I would have hated to have been that man on the other side of his fist. Some folk get mad enough. Moses got so mad he killed him. he got out of town. Yeah. Wife and ended up with Jethro. And Jethro allowed him to rear his sheep, tend his sheep. And Moses was on the backside of a desert.
All right, all right.
In this barren place with sheep.
Talk about it.
In this dry place with sheep. Moses is here on the backside of the desert. Yeah. And while Moses is here, angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame, a fire out of the midst of a bush. You remember where he was? In the desert. My first point is God can show up in a desert. It doesn't matter how rough it is in your life right now. I want you to understand that God can show up in the midst of your desert. As dry and barren as your life may seem right now, as rough as it is right now, as circumstances and situations have brought you to a desert point in your life, God wants you to know that he can show up. Can I get a witness to here? Understand that God will show up at different times. He doesn't necessarily have to show up at the same time that he shows up in your neighborhood. That's right. Can I get a witness in here? He may not come when you want him, Big Mama.
All right, all right.
But he's always on time. You know, God's the only one who ain't never late. Can I get a witness in here? Whenever he comes on time. And God will show up at the most unexpected times in your life. And not only show up like that, but God will show up in different ways. Notice the text says that he showed up in a flame. He may not always show up in a flame. Can I get a witness in here? He showed up in fire. He may not always show up the same way. Can I get a witness in here? When you look at your life, and when you gave your life to Christ, everybody who got saved, the first time when you got saved, you didn't all just fall on the floor. And if you did, that's all right. But if your neighbor gets saved and don't fall on the floor, don't think that they're not saved because they didn't fall out. That's not no indication. Because God shows up in different ways. Can I get a witness in here? You know, God will show up in water. Come here, Noah. He'll tell you that God showed up in the flood. God will show up in a lion's den. God will show up in the burning fire. God will show up. Can I get a witness in here? God will show up in unexpected times. But the main reason for God showing up is in verse 3. It says, Moses says, I will now turn aside and see this great sight. The reason why God shows up is that he's trying to get our attention. Can I get a witness in here? God is trying to get somebody's attention. Somebody's going through something in your life that you have been trying to work out yourself, and God says, don't you worry about it. Give it to me. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to let you know, I'm trying to work it out if you let me. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I remember when my boys, they play ball and all that kind of stuff, and one night, boys came home and they said they heard thunder and saw just a little bit of lightning, and the coaches would not let them come in.
All right.
And you know that escaped me. But I ain't going to talk about that. That's something else. Then they told me, they said, Daddy, there's a bunch of lightning storms.